I promise the pause will not be that long. Hey, good morning, Tanya. Good morning, you guys. Well, welcome to this week's edition of Coffee Chat with me. I'm Catherine Oster, for those of you who may not have met me yet. And Coffee Chat is all about consciously living your life and how I have been using the tools of Access Consciousness to do that, to actually live and create my life and choose things in my life from the space of consciousness. Anyway, I was chatting with a group of ladies last night that have taken a foundation class with me. And a foundation class is one of the core classes in Access Consciousness, giving you these tools to consciously create your life that I'm chatting about. Anyway, so it's been about a month since this foundation class, and the ladies were just so excited about what they've been choosing, what they've been creating, but there was a stopping. They had hit a stopping point, and it was very similar for all of them, a similar energy in that the next choice that they were going to make to really get themselves out there and step out of the comfort of the life they've known in the box was judgment. They were scared of people judging them. What are they going to say? What are people going to think about me? Really, hey, good morning, Robert. Really, as they were getting ready to choose the next thing, good morning, Bobby. What was stopping them was the judgment of other people. Now, yeah, like people use judgment as a way to control you, but the judgments that people have of you are really not at all relevant to you, and has everything to do with what those people are willing to be and receive in their lives. Hey, Megan. So it brought me back to back in 2015. One of the biggest judgment moments in my life that showed up after I had taken my first foundation class was back in 2015. Now, I had taken my first foundation class in the fall of 2014. And this was kind of the summer of 2015. I was doing horse shows. So I'm also a dressage coach and trainer. And back then, that was my main source of income, actually. I had quit my day job as an agronomist and really chose the horse training and the dressage coaching as my main source of income, as my livelihood, and I loved it. And so I was showing in dressage my gelding, my horse Harry, and I had just had my daughter Helena. I mean, she was born in 2013, but I still was carrying some extra weight that I didn't have before. So there was that. I was self-conscious about that. Hey, good morning, Mom. And anyway, so this probably happened in the fall of 2015, I would say. I got this random Facebook message from a person I didn't even know saying, hey, I just wanted you to be aware that there's this picture of you in this group. I just wanted to bring your attention to it. I'm not sure if you knew, and this is what they're saying about you. And I was like, it struck me. I went into a beyond of like, holy fuck, I can't believe that this is happening to me right now. Hey, good morning, Michelle. Like, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening to me right now. And it was a picture of me at this horse show in the show ring. And what they were commenting on was that my noseband was too tight for my horse. Now, how can you tell that from a picture? I mean, you could, but not really. Like, my horse's tongue wasn't hanging out or anything like that. There's different things. I was at a provincial show, so all of my tack was actually checked. So my noseband was not too tight. Otherwise, I would have been, like told about it or whatever. But that was a really big thing back then in the dressage world, was having the noseband way too tight, which is not fair to the horse. It creates more resistance and constraint, and they're, whatever. But so that was the biggest thing with the picture, and I was like blown away, like how somebody could even, like, it wasn't that, and I didn't even know, I felt powerless. I wasn't a part of this group. I knew nobody in this group, and they just taken this picture. And they were like, this girl calls herself a dressage trainer. Who does she think she is? She's not even using proper training methods, etc. And I was devastated. And so I reached out to a facilitator, Glenise Hughes. She facilitated me in my first foundation class and way more classes after that. And I was like, oh my God, SOS, what do I do with this? Like, please, can I book a session? Like, I really require some facilitation with this. And I don't recall exactly what the questions were and how we got to it, but it did a few things for me. It really opened my eyes to the world, gave me way more awareness of actually how people function, and way more clarity that their judgments of me really have nothing to do with me. Because what they were saying was not even true. And I had actually really just started stepping out more, right? Like stepping out more as a coach, as a trainer. And I don't know, it's just this interesting thing that shows up for a little bit when you do choose greater. I don't want to say that you're tested, but all the things that you're not willing to be and all of the things that you have put in place in your life that is maybe keeping you from having that greater starts to come up. And I really was not willing to be judged as what I was being judged as in that Facebook picture. And so I took some time. I think I took like a day, and I really kind of ran the clearing statement over and over and all the things that were coming up for me about this. And then I went back to that group and I started reading through more of the comments, and they were going into judging me for my weight and my body type, and that I wasn't proper and all of this. And I just had to sit and be with that. Like, sit and, be present with it. And it wasn't killing me. I was not dying, even though it felt like there was actually a part of me that was dying. The part of me that was not willing to be judged as that. Anyway, I requested to join the group, and I had typed out, it was really just I really just showed up and I was like, hey, like, gave them the facts basically of the photo, like, hey, yes, this photo is of me, and it was taken at this provincial show. There was stewards there, ring stewards checking tack. My noseband was not too tight, and yes, I am a little bit overweight by whatever standards. I just had a baby, and here's a picture of her, and thank you very much. And I just showed up as that. And I think I did another post on Facebook somehow. Anyway, what it ended up creating was I had my Facebook page is, my other Facebook page is Power Performance Horses, and that is where a lot of my coaching and riding lesson stuff showed up as back then. It's a pretty quiet page right now, although I still do teach riding lessons and train horses. Anyway, I made a public post on my profile, and what started happening was people started liking my Facebook page, because my Facebook page ended up going from like 60 page likes to like 650 organically from this post. It created awareness, and it actually created me. It gave me, like, after I posted that and got beyond this judgment, this willingness to be judged, so much more freedom and space and ease. And I was like, felt stronger after, even though I went through like wanting to die. Oh my God. But what was beyond that was stronger. Michelle, I understand that. I had a lady call me chunky on a public page, but it didn't look like I followed my, right? And you own 2 gyms. I know, people are so interesting. And like, high five, lady, because that just makes you greater. When you can receive that, thank you very much, it's greater. And my life has only continued to get greater, as I know yours is, Michelle, too. So what if you can take any energy? What if you didn't judge anything as positive or negative? What if it is just energy? And how can you be with that energy and transform it and use it to make yourself and what you're creating greater? It only has power over you if you allow it. And that is the gift of consciousness, knowing that you have choice. Yes. So, and I had totally forgotten about that event in my life until last night. So I was really glad that it came up, and I told those ladies about it, and as I'm sharing it with you. So don't let that stop you. I mean, you can stay small and ordinary and let that stop you, or you can choose beyond it and step out even more and celebrate when that shows up, when people really start judging you, because that means you are actually having an impact and you are making people uncomfortable. You're putting questions out there. You're not being normal, average, and real and the same as everybody else. So that. And what can really help you with that is getting your bars ran. Access bars is amazing. It's this brilliant body process that just will allow you to energetically shed all of that energetic baggage and crap that you're aware of, that maybe you've been carrying around with you for lifetimes, that's making you feel heavy and contracted. And so it is Global Access Bars Day tomorrow. If you live close to me, I'm having a little event at my house from 1 till 5. If you have taken a bars class, come and trade bars. If you have never taken a class or never received a bar session before, come and receive a free session. I'll put my details with this video. You can contact me and let me know if you'd like to come. Yes, it's yummy now. I felt, yes, exactly, Michelle. So empowering. High five, lady. So I'll post some info with this video, and I've got some bars classes coming up. There's bars classes happening all over the place. If now is the time for you, you'll know. Well, thank you so much for joining me live, you guys. And to those of you watching this in the future, yes. If you got anything out of this video or think it would contribute, I would be grateful if you'd share it. And what else is possible beyond what we could ever imagine? Alrighty, I'll see you next week. Bye-bye for now.